and I remember the prayers I made and said, God, get me a good partner, because I knew as part of my purpose and what I needed to deliver, I needed a good partner. So that is one of the testimonies that I would say that God has come through. But also, even for the children as well, there's a time when I got my first son, all was well until when we tried out to get our second children. Of course, somehow there's a time where we even had to go to hospital. Even after having the first child, we had to go to hospital, and we're trying to ask the doctors, is everything okay? Are we okay? I think we doubted ourselves. And there are many times as believers that we get to a point where we start doubting even when God has done things for us before in the past. And the doctors said, all is well, all is well. And before we knew it, about some months later on, of course, the year was ending, and being there as a couple, and you're saying, what are our prayer requests? I remember asking my wife, and my wife looked at me and said, I know you know what our key prayer request is. And so we had to pray. I can't forget that night. And when after about 2 months, my wife started feeling uneasy. She went to hospital, and here she comes back with news that the doctor told her that there were actually either two hearts or whatever it is. So that was a point in time where I felt like, God, sometimes things are worthy the waiting. I think every time we press on, sometimes God is actually bringing something that is greater. And I remember there are some friends who were telling me, Samuel, why is it that God does greater things for you? Like, you're the one who graduated with the first class. You're the one who married a beautiful woman. You're the one who has now twins. You're the one who is going places. Why is that? But one of the things that I've come to believe is that when you trust the Lord, when you believe God, and the journey of achieving whatever you want to achieve, you have to understand how God works. Sometimes we want things there and there, but sometimes God is actually preparing better things for us at the end of the day. And that is, I think, what has helped